Hey guys, Gina here and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very fun video. So I've been getting a lot of new subscribers recently and I'm also coming up on my 5th year of YouTube. So I thought I would go ahead and celebrate that with a 30 random facts about myself. And this video has been in the planning works for quite some time. Madison Pippins and I are actually joining together and we are collabing today on this video. So if you guys don't know Madison, she is the sweetest girl by far that I have met in a long time. She is amazing, you guys. She does cooking videos, she does Dollar Tree videos, she does grocery videos, tons of lifestyle content, and I am just so impressed of how incredibly mature she is for her age, because Madison is so young and adorable, but she definitely has a right head on her shoulders. So I am so proud to call her one of my friends. So Madison, I am so happy that we are doing this video together. So let's just go ahead and get into it, and definitely go and check out Madison's channel. I'll have her channel linked below so you guys can go and check her out, subscribe to her, and let's just jump into it. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have my facts already written down. So number one, I have a huge age gap with my siblings. So my sister is 15 years older than me and my brother is 7 years older than me. So a lot of times when I was younger, when my sister would come and pick me up from school, people would automatically assume that she was my mom. So that was definitely hard growing up. I have never seen the movie Hocus Pocus. I know it's like a crazy thing when it comes to Halloween, but I have yet to watch that movie, so I think it's about time I do. The one movie that has traumatized me for life, and it has got to be Arachnophobia. I watched that movie and I was scared shitless for the longest time. I still am scared of spiders. We have a rule in our house. If they come in the house, then they're trespassing and we need to get them out. But if they're outside and minding their own business, then we will let them be. So we currently have a huge spider outside of our house. He's made a little web. And at first I was terrified. I was like, Chris, you need to get this spider and you need to get it now. But he's been living outside of our house for a week. I haven't killed it because honestly, my heart goes out to him because he's just out there doing his thing, just trying to survive. And I'm just not gonna mess with that. So yes, I did attend college. So even though I put a lot of couponing videos out here and I'm a mom, yes, I did attend college. I have my bachelor's in psychology from Cal State Fullerton. Go Titans. And I also got my paralegal certification from UCLA. So I'm also a Bruin too. So woot woot. If you're a USC fan, before I became a stay-at-home mom, I worked as a litigation paralegal. So I did personal injury and then I also did real estate, and I still apply my skills of being a paralegal today. So anytime there's any type of legal issue that my husband may have with his business, or if you guys don't know, my husband is an internet marketer, and sometimes people will do things called chargebacks. Well, they'll change their mind about the service. A lot of times I will write response letters back to the bank saying, oh no, this was all in a contract, and any type of contracts that come our way, I can read them just fine because that is what we're trained to do in paralegal school, is read contracts, know how to file legal paperwork. I think the last time, it's a funny story, when Ashley from Ash Loves Coupons, when she did her ThreadUp experience, I don't know if backstory, ThreadUp charged her card like $400 or something like that for her goodie box, and she sent it back and they claimed that they didn't receive the box. It was like a fiasco with the shipping and they charged her card. And I said, Ashley, like, I'm a paralegal, like, let's go to small claims, let's go, like, I can help you, let's do this. So yeah, I can't give legal advice, but if you ever have an issue, just, you know, send me an email. I hate running, but I run 4 days a week. This is so true. Every single time I get out there and run, I think to myself, why am I doing this? But I do it because I want to stay healthy and I want to try to avoid getting diabetes, because I had gestational diabetes. Diabetes runs in my family, so it is smart on my end to be proactive about that. So I eat well and I exercise. And also another reason why I try to stay as healthy as possible and exercise and eat moderately well is because if I was ever to die tragically in an accident like tomorrow, I want my death to mean something. So I am an organ donor. So I want to make sure that if I die tomorrow tragically, that someone's going to be able to utilize my organs. So that's also another reason why I keep a healthy lifestyle, because I am an organ donor. I did meet my husband online, so we met on eHarmony. I was not a saved Christian when I got married. I always classified myself as Christian, but I really didn't, know what it really meant. I really didn't have it in my heart just yet. I was not saved when I birthed my first child. I started to explore more about Christianity and what I believed in after I had a child, because I knew that there was going to be questions that she was going to be asking me, and I wanted to make sure I knew the answers. And at that time, I didn't know the answers. I didn't know if I believed in God at that time, but I did become saved in 2016, and I was baptized in 2017 on Easter Sunday in Virginia. My mom is my best friend, and she is my favorite couponer. Mom is the original couponer, and I have learned a lot of my tricks from her. I did have an eating disorder in high school. I still struggle with that to today, so that's also why I stay as healthy as I can and how I stay on my diet, because it just keeps me from not struggling with that. If you guys want a more in-depth video, just let me know. I can't stand my feet being dirty. I love the beach, but I hate the sand. Hint, hint, that I don't like my feet being dirty. I feel the most adult when I am sitting in a slot machine early in the morning drinking coffee. There's just something about drinking coffee early in the morning in Las Vegas in front of a slot machine that makes me feel really adult. I don't know, it just does. My favorite drink at Starbucks is an iced coffee with extra cream and sugar-free vanilla sweetener. So if you guys see my coffee photos, that's always what I'm drinking. So if anyone's ever gonna show up at my house, you better have that in hand. I have a weird obsession with even numbers. It's always been like that with me. Anytime we stay at a hotel, I need to stay at an even floor. If I book a flight, I need an even row. Even when I eat things in even increments. So if I can choose, I will have 2 Oreos instead of 3 Oreos. Like, it has to be like an even number. Let me know if you guys are like that too, because I know I'm not the only one. I'm addicted to peanut butter, but I was allergic to it. I developed an allergy when I was 19 years old. So how I found out about this allergy, I worked at a restaurant called the Original Roadhouse Grill. So it's similar to Texas Roadhouse, where you get to throw the peanuts on the floor. And I had started eating peanuts one day at work, and then the next day I woke up with a huge ginormous rash all over myself. My eyes were swollen shut. It was just terrible. And then I got an allergy test, and I tested positive for an allergy to peanuts. I went ahead and did the allergy treatment, and I am no longer allergic, but your body chemistry changes every so often. I have been on YouTube for 5 years, almost 5 years in October. I will leave my very first YouTube video in the description box if you want to take a look at that one. I have a very large, diverse friend group. So I am friends with all sorts of people. I've been that way my whole entire life. So yeah, I was involved in like cliques in high school, and even as I became a mom, I was in, different mom groups and different mom friends. But as I've gotten older and a little bit more wiser, I think, I just have decided that it's just it's best to just offer friendship to everyone and just go from there. I'm not a cliquey person. I hate the idea of cliques. I just hate it, especially as adults, because I'm 31 years old and I really don't want to go back to that high school era of cliques. So yeah. I hate cliques. What else? I will never have another black lab in my life. I have a 10-year-old black lab named Charlie, and when the day comes that he goes to doggy heaven, I will not replace him. He will be the only black lab I ever have in my life. I found my pug chihuahua mix outside of the law firm that I worked from. I was pregnant with Scarlett, and I was on my way to Jersey Mike's. It was like a huge craving, and one of my coworkers had Porter on a leash and she said he's lost. And I was like, oh my God, like what? And then come to find out he had been roaming the law firm for quite some time. People in my office knew of him, and I called my husband and I was like, you're probably gonna say no, but there's this little Chihuahua pug, he needs a home. And yeah, he jumped in my car. I fed him a bunch of treats that were in my trunk because as a couponer, I always have loads of stuff in my trunk. So I just so happened to have a huge supply of dog treats. So, you know, it was a match made in heaven on that day. So yes. And then he threw up in my car from all the treats I gave him. The snow is pretty to look at for me, but it's a pain in the butt to live in. So I am born and raised California, and I had always had this itching to move somewhere different. So I wanted to move somewhere to experience seasons. So my husband and I and our 2 kids at the time, we loaded everything up and we moved to Northern Virginia for about a year and a half. But then we ultimately decided to move back to California to be with family and whatnot. So I did experience those 4 seasons, and I will never take back that time in my life ever again. And I am so incredibly grateful to my husband for supporting me in that journey. But God obviously wanted us back here in California. So that is where we're at. And I am literally next door neighbors to Ashley from Ash Loves Coupons, and Jeff from Jeff Saves with Coupons is not too far from us either. So all 3 of us are here. And then Misty, Simply Misty, she's in Arizona, so she's not that far from me either. So we have 4 of us that are kind of in the same area. Let's see, where am I at? I do enjoy little things in life. So if I get a good coupon, or if I find some random thing at the Dollar Tree that is a pineapple, literally it is like the best day in the world for me. So I think that life is better lived when you are enjoying the little things. I do like my butt scratched. This may be really TMI, but some people like their back scratched, but if you've never had your butt scratched, like it's something that you don't think to scratch, but you scratch. I don't know. Anyone? I do enjoy rearranging furniture. So anytime I am kind of bored, I'll just kind of rearrange furniture in my house. I used to do that when I was growing up. Usually in the summer times, I would spend all day cleaning and organizing my room and reorganizing the furniture, rearranging, and it was always like I was sleeping in a brand new room when I had my bed on the opposite wall. It's weird. Were you guys like that? Because that would literally take me all day long. I love sampling. So what this means is when I'm ordering food, I like to have a little bit of everything. So if my mom brings donuts, for example, she brings like a dozen of donuts, I will take like a little quarter of like every single donut in the box because I want to try everything, which leads me to my next fact is I am not a fan of East Coast donuts. So I am not a fan of Dunkin' Donuts. There's just something about them. I just don't like them. I love the West Coast donuts, the deep fried. If you are from California, you know the donut shops I'm talking about. Nothing compares. Nothing compares. I hate crowds. I hate crowds. I detest Disneyland, but I put up with it for my kids and my family. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Also Black Friday, I always shop at the least crowded places. So you'll see me at CVS on Black Friday. You'll see me at Michael's on Black Friday. You will not see me at Best Buy. You will not see me at Target. You will not see me in the mall. I will go to Michael's and then I'll go home and go to bed, and then I'll wake up at about 7 and then hit Target and there's no one there because everyone is back home sleeping. But I have never in my life stood in a line at Best Buy to try to get a computer. I'm not that person. Won't do it. So you know that you are one of my best friends when I start playing the what if game with you. So this recently happened with Madison last night. I sent her a photo of 2 gorillas and I said, Madison, what would you do if I gifted you an 8x10 photo of both of these? Would you hang it in your house? And she was actually a really good sport about it, and she said she would. So I was totally just joking. Those what if scenarios go back and forth all the time. So welcome to the club, Madison. And lastly, 30th random fact about me. I have a wild and crazy dream of becoming a contestant on Big Brother. I watch Big Brother for the past 4 years. I'm like a newbie when it comes to Big Brother, but I just love it. I love the sociology of the game. I love the psychology of the game. I love the competitiveness of the game. I love the strategy, and it really ties into myself as a couponer too, because a lot of couponing is strategy. A lot of couponing can be competitive because you want to get to the store before everyone else to make sure you can get your deal. I would die and go to heaven if I am a contestant on Big Brother sometime in the future. So maybe I should make a tape. Maybe I should. Would you guys watch me if I was a contestant on Big Brother? Would you do that? Maybe you should like tweet this video to CBS and try to get me on Big Brother. Hashtag let's get Gina the couponer on Big Brother. That would be so freaking amazing. Who wouldn't want a 31-year-old mom of 3 couponer on Big Brother? Who wouldn't want to play the game with me? That would be freaking hilarious. So these are all the random facts about myself. So don't forget to go and check out Madison's video because she did a similar video. So if you want to get to know Madison a little bit more, then go ahead and check out her video and subscribe to her channel. So also want Jillian Starling to go ahead and do this video as well. Let's get to know you a little bit more too. So I've been following Jillian's channel for quite some time, but I just never comment on videos a lot because I will just listen to videos while I'm showering or running or doing whatever else I'm doing. But I absolutely love her channel. She has such a creative mind with herself. She's kills it on DIYs. So she is like my DIY crush at the moment. So Jillian, I want you to go ahead and do this video as well. So thank you guys so much for stopping by this video and taking some time to learn about me a little bit more. So I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.